Okay, welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are on part 3 of the Obalus bait casting reel course on how to set it up. And part 3 is adjusting your braking system for anti-backlash. And again, here's your magnets on this side. Right now I have it on 0. So I want to take it all the way back to minimum. And goes counterclockwise to turn the brakes all the way up. Goes clockwise to set it to minimum. And there's an arrow on the reel showing which way to turn it. And then you got your tension knob on the side of the reel that's going to allow you to set tension. So what I do, and let me make sure my other camera is working. Yep, that's on. And so what I do is I'm going to turn the knob so it's a little bit tight to begin with. The magnets are on 0. Then I'm going to click the bail. The bait does not fall, and then we turn this way so you can see where the bait's at. So I click the bail, nothing happened, and so now I'm just going to turn the knob back until the spool starts letting the line out. There it goes. So what I want to do is run that down to where it's, I want to make sure I'm not wrapped on the end here. Nope, we're clear. So what I want to do is click the bail, let the bait fall, and I'm slowing it down with my thumb. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. Click it again, it's spinning too fast. What I'm trying to do here is trying to get the reel so the spool stops spinning the second the bait hits the ground. So if it keeps spinning, you are going to get a backlash. So it's going to go down, and I'm stopping with my thumb. Bring it back up. I'm going to tighten up the tension a little bit. Still a little too fast, so I want to tighten it up more. I'm going to keep doing this until I get the tension where I want it. Now it's a little too tight. Got one little loop, so I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit more. So it's a pretty fine line where you want to have this set. So just do minute adjustments. Take your bait all the way up. Just want to have it 5-6 feet off the ground. And there's a little loop there again. So I'm tightening up just a tick more. Bring the bait all the way up. Click it. And it's going down a little slow. This one's pretty sensitive. So there it stopped. Do that again. I'm going to click the bail, not touch the spool, and it stops the second the bait hits the ground. So I recommend doing this in your backyard or in a park before you go out fishing, so you can have this set up just the way you want it before you go fishing, so you don't have any headaches when you're fishing. So click the bail, and there it goes. When you start casting, you can adjust the magnet a little bit, especially on windy days. So basically what I want is I want to have it set so I can go out nice and smooth and there's no backlash. So okay, so what I'm going to do here, have my spool adjusted. Bait stops when it hits the ground. Spool doesn't free spool like crazy. That's what you want to stay away from. But say I want to send it down here towards our septic tank cover, and what I'll do is click it, hold it with my thumb, and just nice and smooth. And the frog is a good thing to practice with because you don't have anything that's going to snag up on trees and stuff. So let's try that again. Right there, landed right where I wanted it to go. And I'll, like I said, go over casting techniques. I'll be going over casting techniques on the next video, but how you aim is how much pressure you put on the spool. So I want to say go over here with it. I can just toss it over, drop it right where I want it. I stopped the spool just as it got to where I wanted it to go. So if I'm fishing lily pads or around trees and you want to get it in that tight spot, just flick it, stop it where you want it, reel it back in. And distance on casting is huge. So once you have it adjusted, like I said, you can move the magnet up a little bit if your spool is still moving too fast. There we go. When you move the magnet up, you are going to affect the distance that it goes. So magnet's all the way off right now. I think this camera's on. Magnet's all the way off. I'm gonna take this, go again for the manhole cover. Right there, I stopped it like 5 feet short of the cover. So if that was a stump, I wanted to get close to the top of it. I'm right next to it again. Probably a little hard to see on the camera, but just a matter of practice. And I prefer sidearm casting versus overhand casting. And when I have a more open area, I'll show you how overhand casting affects your distance and stuff. So this, I feel sidearm with the spool set correctly. There it stops again. If the spool set correctly, you can feather your thumb on it to slow it down or speed it up to get where you want it. There you go, right on top of the manhole cover. So accuracy is a big thing in fishing. There's a little yellow post over here. I'll try to aim at that. Tossing it softer. That a foot away from it. And again, I'll toss it to that yellow pole. Right next to it. So, adjusting your spool properly so it clicks. I got mine set just a little tight, but that's kind of where I like it. But it's not going to backlash at all. And like I said, if it does, I can adjust the magnet. So I can take the magnet, turn it up, turn it back. Like I said, that's going to affect the distance of your cast a little bit. So if I want to avoid the backlashes, I can turn the magnet up just, I got up maybe a quarter. And with the magnet set up, I'm gonna have to cast just a little bit harder, but you don't want to snap cast it, because when you snap, you chance it to backlash, regardless of reel. You have your reel set properly, you don't have to worry about backlashes. So, and the Obalus reels, they're, once you have it set to your bait, to the weight of your bait, and again, the weight, I believe this is a 1/4 ounce frog, so a 1/4 ounce to 1/2 ounce is, and up to 3/8 is actually really good for casting. So I was off to the left a little bit with that one because I had the magnet set so the spool slowed down a little faster. I'm taking my magnet back off to 0. I'm taking my magnet back off to 0 again. Nice, smooth, easy cast right at that manhole cover. So we'll go over casting techniques in the next video. But that's how you adjust your spool. You want the attention knob adjusted so you can drop. And again, I got mine just a little tight right now, but that's where I like it. And there it stops. It doesn't spin after it stops. You got your magnet to help you. It's a good learning tool using the magnet. Once you get the hang of a bait casting reel, you won't need the magnet as much. So, but if you get a windy day, then you definitely want to have the magnet on or casting with the wind at your back. But if you have to cast into the wind, definitely turn your magnet back up again, because that will help you cast into the wind with no chance of backlashing. So hopefully that helps you. Again, we're in our backyard. That's the best way to set up your rod and reel. Just set up in the backyard. That way when you get out fishing, whether you're shore fishing or fishing from a boat, your reel's set before you even go out. And I'm going to retie this bait back on prior to me going out, because I've been using it in the yard. There's chances of getting it nicked and frayed, but we'll do one more cast. Right on top of that cover. So, and again, no backlashing at all. And I'm pulling it out free spool. Now if I give it a jerk, it'll probably backlash, but I don't want to do that. So we'll reel it back in again. It's all about accuracy. It's all about feel. And do not overcast. If you cast too hard, you do take a chance at backlashing it, but you're set up. Once you have this set, it's not going to backlash. It's going to drop the lure out nice and slow. Then you should be set up. So if that helps you, great. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you put them in the comment box. And make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you for part 4 and 5. I don't know. I never tried. Oh, there's. Oh, got him. He hit it a second time. Net. You know that hit popularity list. Well, I was like way down. Here's another big one. Didn't dress to impress it. Didn't know to address it. Come on, get up underneath the boat. Whoa. Get him, get him, get him. There we go. I was like a new guy on the scene. Obalus.